My name is Swanepoel. I'm from South Africa. We're a company that primarily does business via satellite. We install and maintain large satellite networks, C-band, Ka, Ku, and all the peripheral networking associated with that. Because of that, born out of that satellite need, in South Africa, internet is expensive. And you pay a lot of money for little bandwidth. So high impact signage networks does not work really well until very recently through the standard internet. And we distributed signage via satellite. You can land it anywhere where there's literally nothing, and you can have signage in the sticks where normal internet can't reach. And since then we've grown the business to such a point where the technology available in South Africa is just not there. We have to come to places like this to enlighten ourselves as to what's available. My colleague and I came here with the open carte blanche need. Question I get asked at a couple of booths is, what is your need? And then I'm like, everything. I want to know everything, I want to see everything, but I might not remember it all. But somehow we'll go back with something that will keep our current clients engaged and pique the interest of anybody new. We can reach places that a lot of normal cloud-based connected TCP environment signage cannot reach. And there's the benefit of dedicated satellite bandwidth to be able to do live broadcasting. Our signage platform right now allows us to do the standard signage, and then especially in the corporate market that we play in, is that we can at any one point in time switch to a live TV broadcast, also beamed via satellite, of, let's say, the chairman of the particular bank wants to talk to all his 1,000 branches in nationwide. That's one example of where satellite is beneficial in terms of that. And other than that, it allows us to simultaneously send high quality, large content once, and all of the connected signage sites gets it simultaneously, as opposed to right now, if you've got signage in the cloud and you've got 1,000 players, all 1,000 players concurrently has to download the content, which takes up a lot of time and bandwidth. Of particular interest, the first thing that caught our eye was there in the corner at I think is it Samsung, with their curved LED displays and their thin bezels, and as well as LG. And then further down the line, we saw a very interesting application for a need that we have in South Africa for interactive content on that, what's the brand, ILO, they're over there in the corner, where they had a third-party supplier supply them some interactive software. And we could immediately see the application of that, and so we're very selectively cherry-picking the things that we find of interest. There's a lot of things in this show that can be used in many ways, and only a few ways are being showed at any one point in time. A screen is a screen, and it's a tool, and how you use that tool is, I think, what makes the difference. There's some challenges that are the same, that are universal across all signage networks, and it's usually down to the common mistakes of not helping your customer when you've sold him a network, and just leaving him to his own devices. And one of those is content. You can have the most complex system with the most expensive screens And if you don't put the right content on those screens or help your customer create that content, it's a failure. It won't work. And that's the mistake many integrators or resellers make, is that they sell a network and then they leave up the rest up to the client, and he has no idea. And at the end of the day, you get back there and it's a PowerPoint slide presentation, poorly made, that's running on those screens. So I think what is nice about this show is that it stimulates your creative mind in terms of knowing what your customer needs, putting together the right package, sourced from a one-stop shop like this, where you can literally cherry pick and put things together. This is my first DSE, and I definitely would come back here. It's very specific. The other shows like Infocom and NAB and the one in Taipei is very generic. There's a lot of stuff, and it's much larger, and you literally cannot absorb everything quick enough to make a correct determination of what to take back.